Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Sport to SFC. Myself Chalmalik Kshatriya and we are the members of UCA and SSKCC. In previous video we told you about the latest COVID-19 protocols suggested by ICC and the Preamble spirit of cricket. So in this video we are going to tell you about the basic laws of cricket. So let's go.
Law 1 describes the players. A cricket team consists of 11 players, one of whom shall be the captain. By agreement, teams can agree to play less than or more than 11 aside, though no more than 11 players may field at any time. A captain is a crucial part of the game. The captains are responsible at all times for ensuring that the play is conducted within the spirit of cricket as well as within the laws. Throughout the match, the captain is responsible for his or her players' conduct. The captain bears the responsibility of nominating his or her players before the toss. It's significant to remember that no player may be replaced after the nomination without the consent of the opposing captain. A deputy shall act in place of the captain in his or her absenteeism. It's notable that only a nominated player can act as a deputy in discharging the duties and responsibilities of a captain.
Second law, the umpires. Appointment and attendance. Before the match, 2 umpires shall be appointed, one for each and to control the match required by the laws with absolute impartiality. The umpire shall be present on the ground and report to the executive of the ground at least 45 minutes before when each day play starts. Change of umpire. An umpire shall not be changed during the match other than in exceptional circumstances unless he or she is injured or ill. If there has to be change of umpire, the replacement shall act only as the strikers and umpire, unless the captains agree that the replacement should take full responsibility as an umpire. Consultation with captains. Before the toss, the umpires shall meet the captains. The umpire shall determine the balls to be used during the match. In a match of 1 day's duration, no specific time need be agreed for the tea interval. It may agree instead to take this interval between innings. Wrist clock, watch or backup timepiece is used to be during the match. The boundary of the field of play and allowances of boundaries, including weather and obstacle within the field of play, is to be regarded as a boundary. The wickets, creases and boundaries. Before the toss and during the match, the umpire shall satisfy themselves that the wickets are properly pitched, the creases are correctly marked, and the boundary of the field of play complies with the requirements. Conduct of the match, implements and equipments. Before the toss and during the match, the umpire shall satisfy themselves that the conduct of the match is strictly in accordance with the laws and the implements used in the match will conform to the following like the ball, bat, size of stumps, the belts. No player uses equipment other than that permitted. Note that particularly therein the interpretation of protective helmet and the wicketkeeper gloves comply with the requirements. Fair and unfair play. The umpire shall be the sole judges of fair and unfair play. Fitness for play. It is solely for the umpires together to decide whether either conditions like weather, light, exceptional circumstances mean that it would be dangerous or unreasonable for the match. The fact that grass and the ball are wet does not warrant the ground conditions being regarded as unreasonable or dangerous. Suspension of play in dangerous or unreasonable circumstances or references to the ground include the pitch. If either umpire considers that the conditions of ground, weather or light or any other circumstances are either dangerous or unreasonable, they should not allow play to start or recommence it. If the conditions are appropriate, so they should call upon players and resume the play. Position of umpires. The umpire shall stand where they can see best any act upon which the decision may be required. Subject to overriding consideration, the bowlers and umpires shall stand in such a position as not to interfere with either the bowler's run-up or the striker's view. The strikers and umpire may elect to stand on the offside instead of onside of the pitch. Umpires changing ends. The umpire shall change ends after each side when one inning completed. Disagreement and dispute. Where there is a disagreement or dispute about any matter, the umpire shall together make the final decision. Umpire's decision. An umpire's decision may alert any decision provided that such alteration is made promptly. This apart, an umpire's decision once made is final, and everyone knows that the umpire's decision is last and the final decision. Informing the umpires. Throughout the laws, wherever the umpires are to receive information from captains or other players, it will be sufficient for one umpire to be informed and for him or her to inform the other umpire. Correctness of scorers. The umpires shall satisfy themselves that the correctness of number of runs scored, the wickets have fallen, and the number of overs bowled were appropriate. They shall agree with the scorers at least at every interval other than the drinks break and at the conclusion of the match. Third law, the scorers. Appointment of scorers. 2 scorers shall be appointed to record all runs scored, all wickets taken, and overs bowled were appropriate. Correctness of scorers. The scorers shall frequently check to ensure that the records agree. They shall agree with the umpires at least at the intervals other than the drinks breaks. And at the conclusion of the match, the runs scored, the overs bowled, and the fall of wickets should be checked by the umpires and the scorers. Acknowledging signals. The scorers shall accept all instructions and signals given by the umpire, and they should immediately acknowledge each separate signal.
Law 4 briefs us about the ball. Let's know the specifications of a new cricket ball taken into play. In men's cricket, the ball, when new, shall weigh not less than 155.9 gram nor more than 163 gram, and shall measure not less than 22.4 cm nor more than 22.9 cm in circumference. In women's cricket, the ball shall weigh from 140 gram to 151 gram, and its circumference is expected to be from 21 cm to 22.5 cm. In junior cricket, that is under 13, its weight shall be between 133 gram to 144 gram, and the circumference shall be from 20.5 cm to 22 cm. The umpires have a dominant control over the ball before and throughout the match. The umpires shall take possession of the ball in use at the fall of each wicket, at the start of any interval, and at any interruption of play. Either captain may demand a new ball at the start of each innings in a test match. The captain of the fielding side may demand a new ball when the number of overs bowled with the old one is equal to or greater than 80 overs. The umpire shall inform the other umpire and indicate to the batsmen and the scorers whenever a new ball is taken into play. If during play the ball cannot be found or recovered, or it has turned unfit for play through normal use, the umpires shall replace it with a ball which has had wear comparable with that which the previous ball had received before the need for its replacement.
Thank you so much everyone. I hope you would like this video. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe the channel SSKCC.